Our experience of navigating life is in parallel to the experience of a Formula One driver. As we start out, there are those that love us and that overwhelm us with expectations. The album F65 is meant to seamlessly educate its listeners by providing the things we all need within the things we all want. I believe the thing we all need in order to move forward is a true sense of understanding. Therefore, the purpose of F65 is meant to be a rare conversation about what it's like to be a person of color around the world. Despite its unapologetic and at times jarring subject matter, the music is meant to feel good, therefore creating a much-needed dialogue about topics that most tend to avoid. That is, if you wish to do anything other than enjoy the music. I look at F65 as the human race from Cape Coast to Freetown. Cape Coast, located in Ghana, is home to one of the most famous slave castles, which contained the door of no return. Once newly captured people passed through that door, they would never see their homeland again. Many would either perish on the trip across the Atlantic or become slaves in America. Georgetown, which signifies the middle of the album, is where captured slaves would arrive in America to be auctioned off to slave owners. Freetown, which indicates the end of the album, is a city established for free slaves in 1792. What do these three places have in common? The unintentional irony of it all is that my father is from Ghana, near Cape Coast, and my mother is from Freetown, in Sierra Leone. To add to the irony, I used to steal luxury clothes from Georgetown. It's funny that a place that we were stolen and brought to became a place that I eventually stole from. I believe the idea of the oppressed can eventually go from radical to results. To me, the story of Malcolm X directly correlates with the journey of the oppressed people around the world. Malcolm X navigated his early life with a disadvantaged upbringing, which led to his incarceration. He then joined the Nation of Islam, where some would say he became radical. Perhaps this could have stemmed from systematic oppression he and his family faced. His life changed again around the time of visiting Mecca and becoming an Orthodox Muslim. At this point, brotherhood and love became his focus. But before he could fully spread that message, his life was taken short. After the 2020 protests, I believe we learned we finally have a large enough audience of people who are willing to listen. Now it's time for us to have a conversation as brothers and sisters of the world. For me, the audience is anyone with ears to listen and a heart to care, or both. F65's musical concept comes from my love of juxtaposition. The feeling of driving my AMG at high speeds to common jazz music created a contrast that is now the melodic influence of F65. Every melody was meant to feel like you're speeding to jazz music. We all know that jazz is one of the oldest forms of commercialized African-American expression. My early memories into jazz music came from one of my favorite cartoons, Hey Arnold. Revisiting those moments encouraged me to reach out to Jim Lang, who created all of the original music for Hey Arnold. We created a band and a series of jazz sessions that would become the melodic bed for F65. With all that being said, who is IDK? IDK stands for Ignorantly Delivering Knowledge. IDK brings defiance to life through 4 key principles: ignorantly delivering knowledge, unapologetically defying stereotypes and categories, never compromising quality, and inspiring and influencing the culture with purpose. We're here to use the F1 influence without losing the sight of the big picture to tell the story.